Your hair looks a little bit better today. Is that the intention?
You didn't like my hair last year or what?
It was cool, but you look like a convict. I mean, now you look like a soccer player, bud.
Oh, well, those were that times, you had to do something in quarantine to keep yourself busy. So I shaved my head. That's about it.
Yeah, why don't you ask Kenny what he did? Instead of shaving his head, he grew handlebars. I mean, COVID brought out the craziest in all of us, didn't it?
Yeah, true. It really did.
What's some of the crazy things that you can't believe that you and your teammates did back in the day of COVID when we were all secluded?
Individual training was just weird. You rolled up in your car with your gear already on, and you had to go to the field. Couldn't say hi to anyone like physically, and just had to kick a ball around alone. And it was just weird. And then we went to like small group trainings, and then the bubble was just like, it just, all of these just didn't feel right. But obviously we complained, but at the same time, people's jobs and lives were absolutely terrible. So I'm fine with taking those 2 months of doing individual work while I can keep my job and everything's good. So we will take sacrifices.
Yeah, I saw your YouTube videos. There were positives and negatives of being in the bubble. The negative being that damn humidity in Orlando, but the positive, you guys were playing volleyball, bocce ball. I mean, that hotel setup was cool.
Yeah, that part was cool. It was unlucky because we got there and one of our teammates got COVID the first day. So the first week, we couldn't leave our hotel rooms. So they showed us all these activities, what you can do, and we had to sleep in our hotel room. So that was, but then we could use all those, pool, go play tag ball, all kinds of things. And that part was fun. You're with your friends, so you make the most out of it.
Well, okay, I know this is an old story now, but that intrigues me. Talk about being in your room, being sequestered to your room, and still needing to practice. How did that go about? It's even different than the individual practices before you got in the bubble.
Yes, it's funny. It's almost you're looking for training more than ever because that's the only time you can get out of the hotel. You can, you feel like you're moving. So that part was good, and I think MLS did a great job overall with organizing the whole thing. And we were all scared of it at first, especially when we got there and one of our teammates got COVID. We thought it's gonna run through the whole team, but I think the bubble really worked, and it was a weird experience. I wouldn't do it again if you would ask. But looking back, they did a good job. Gotta give credit to MLS.
Hey, talk about that. I mean, you guys are in a pretty sweet position in the season as far as the standings go. You seem to really caught up to where you may have lost last year. What's been the big difference for Sporting KC?
Well, I think yes, we are doing well, and it feels like we really found each other on the field, and it's just all exciting times now. I feel like for all of us, slowly getting back to normal. And now this past game, we could have full capacity and have all the fans in the stadium. And you're just hyped. You want to be on the field. You want to play and play your best game. So I think this year can last like that for the whole year. That you are just excited to have the season going and everything's fine.
Daniel, last year you were chosen to participate in a live version of The Bachelor. You were nominated by your teammates. Now, this happened right before COVID hit, and I wasn't able to find an update to this story. Number one, did that ever actually go off and happen? It didn't?
Literally the day of the event, the world ended, and we had to
So is it still going to happen? Do you still want it to happen?
No, it's canceled. So yeah, it was the dream that never happened.
Oh no!
Yeah, because I was reading some comments from you from the time when you were like, "Yeah, I don't do a lot of the dating apps and stuff like that. It's all on Instagram." So is that what you're back to now? Are you just back to trying to find scroll the Kansas City Instagram? Is that what you're doing now?
I guess I couldn't find the love of my life, so I have to keep searching.
Is it something that if it came back at you, you'd want to do it? You'd want to have your wares up in front of people, picking a beautiful woman to hopefully live the rest of your life with, Daniel.
To be fair, like it was like a fun experience, like even leading up to it, and that the whole team was gonna come. But I feel like I wouldn't want to participate in it because I don't know. It was a good time last year, and then now it would just be like a stretch. So I'll just let it go. I'll have other like guys join. Like we have a
There
couple
you
of guys. They can fill in the position.
What would your nickname be? The Hungarian Nightmare?
Nightmare.
I'll take that. Thank you. With the bus cut.
You want to be a nightmare to competing teams. You don't want to be a nightmare to the ladies, though, dude.
I take your word for that.
No, but would your ideal woman, I mean, we're just going to keep going down this rabbit hole. Would she need to be a soccer fan, or would that be too groupie-ish and you would want her to be a soccer novice and you teach her the sport?
I think it's attractive, and a girl knows a lot about sports and especially soccer. Being my fan, like personally, that would be weird.
Yes.
But overall, I think if she doesn't know anything about soccer, I don't think I wouldn't talk to her. I would, if she's interested, then that's fine.
What if you walked into her home and she had Daniel Salloi, full life-size, big head, body,
Dude.
jerseys?
I would probably move away.
Good.
Because that's part of being a professional athlete, is you have people out there that sometimes can take it too far. Have you had a fan go a little too bonkers for Daniel Salloi?
No, I don't think I'm at that level. I think people are super nice. The fans usually are super nice. It's the only thing they always want to ask for a jersey, and you're like, like I want to be nice to you, but I can't give you a jersey every game. So it's difficult. That request is difficult, but usually I'm interacting with super nice fans. I can't complain.
Yeah, that's when you point them to the merchandise stand and say, feel free to go buy one and then I'll autograph it for you.
That's exactly what I always say.
No, but I would imagine you might be getting into that territory of the opposing fans really wanting to give you crap on the pitch now, because did I read this right? And has it still held up? You were only the second player since the beginning of last season with a goal and assist, at least 4 attempts and 85% accuracy. That's insane. You are on your game this year. You've scored many goals. People are going to start treating you like a massive enemy.
I hope so. I think I don't mind that. From other fans, you take it all day. From your own fans, you don't want to. But but yes, hopefully I can keep this form up and cause trouble to other teams and have the opposing fans hate me. I'll take that all day if I'm doing well and the team's doing well.
Does that fire you up, or does it ever get under your skin?
I don't think it gets under my skin. And I feel like we always talk about this with the foreign guys, that Americans are too nice with their talking. Like in Europe, you feel like you question if you should actually live or you should walk off the field. But here they're like,
Whoa.
You are bad. And you are like... Like in England, like you actually have to stop playing and kick fans out of the stands. But here, I don't know. They're too nice. Americans are too nice. So
Well, hold on a second. We've had, as recently we've had fans go onto the court. We've had fans spit at basketball players. We've had fans throw water bottles at basketball players. Come on, man, that's kind of gnarly.
Maybe we're changing.
Maybe then MLS fans are too nice. Maybe. No, I don't know. I'm not saying they should change, but I'm just saying if you're asking if they get under my skin, no, they don't.
Speaking of getting under your skin, Daniel, I want to go back to trash talking a little bit. Do you have like a favorite chirp or a favorite Anything you'd say to opposing teams on the pitch anytime you get on that you know is going to get under their skin? Or are you kind of just like let your game speak for yourself type of player?
Not really, unless it really is called for. Like if I'm having a good game and the other player actually decides to say bad things, then obviously like I'm gonna talk back. But I don't like. I'm not really into that in the game. I'm trying to focus on myself. Maybe I'm not very good at it. I had a moment with Zlatan, and I didn't know what to say back to him because he's Zlatan. You know.
Do you remember what he said, and can you say it on air?
I cannot say what he said. He said, "What are you doing, you little?" And he said a word what I can't say, and I was just like, "It's Zlatan. I love you, dude. What am I supposed to say?" Like, you're a good player. So it's
so true.
In the moment, it's very difficult, to be fair.
That's a great point, man. When some guy you idolize or grew up watching and you're playing against him and he trash mouths you, it's like, what do you do? It's like, bro, I love you.
Exactly. Like next time, I would probably say something, thinking about it. But in that moment, I was like, I don't know. I don't want to say anything to you, anything back.
Who else would keep you silent? Who else is another player, and they could be retired already, that you grew up admiring?
Well, my big favorite is Cristiano Ronaldo. So if he was talking trash to me, I probably would be like, "You're right, man. You're totally right."
Right.
Bow down to him. Okay, sir.
If you could tell, over Crasher's right shoulder, there's a Pelé jersey autograph, by the way.
There we go.
Do dudes you realize, like your age, realize the significance that Pelé played for international soccer as an ambassador of sorts?
Well, obviously you learn about the history, and like we all admire him and the older generation, but it's difficult to have the same feeling towards him as someone who I watch like weekly, because just don't get the same feeling. But obviously, like I'll take the word of the football world. You know, if he's the icon who much paved soccer, then yes, we all take that word and respect him all the way.
Would you be a fan of the playoffs this coming up season? So we still got a long way to go. Kind of sort of going the way the bubble went and making it that World Cup kind of flair?
I don't know. I don't think so. I feel like the playoffs it was when we were part of it in 18 and we had a good run. And I'm saying 18 because we could travel in 18, and that was such a cool experience, like having the other stadiums packed, and you know you gotta get a result on the road, and then you come home and play there as well. I know it's only one game now, but that whole playoff experience was awesome for me. I loved it, and I think that's a good way to do it. If you are not in a good position, go and try to win in another team's environment. You gotta take it. Don't play in Orlando in a neutral field. I think it's one of those. If you do well, you host all the teams.
What was the difference in having a full stadium this past weekend, and how has that elevated your game?
Oh, it was awesome. We talked about it like leading up to the game, like 2 weeks before, just how exciting that is. Like even running into people on the streets, like they were looking forward to it. And you know, it was funny in the game. Peter mentioned that if we are winning 3-1, try to slow the game down. And he was saying that obviously the fans are there and you're so excited, you want to score and keep going, but then you put your team in trouble. And it's true. We were way too excited. You know, you just want to go after it. And sometimes you have to slow it down a little bit. But yeah, those were our feelings for sure, and it's so nice that we can have full stadiums now in our stadium.
Well, now with Texas with 2 teams, you've got Dallas, you've got Austin. Is it confirmed that there is better barbecue in Texas than Kansas City?
Oh boy.
No. I'm not from Kansas City, but I take pride in the Kansas City barbecue. So end of the line.
Well, buddy, we wish you luck. It's awesome to see KC get off to a start like this to chase down a championship. That'd be awesome.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Thanks for putting up with us again.
Yeah, of course. See you guys next year.
You got it. Yeah, right.
No,
Yeah.
playoffs. Come on.
Playoffs.
Yeah, all right.
All right.
Good deal.
Cool.
Daniel, thanks for doing this, bud.
Thank you. See you guys.